Hi and welcome to another Sonic Academy tech tip. This time I'm going to be showing you a technique for stacking a few effects on a return track and using those as kind of like a bit of a finishing touch on a track. Me and Rich, who I work on the Spektre stuff with, sort of came into the habit of calling these super sends, which is a name that's kind of stuck, so that's what I'll be calling them for the purposes of this. So yeah, I've got a finished track here that's pretty much done, just needs a few little finishing touches, so... As you can hear, it's pretty much all there. It's just at that stage that you get to when you finish a track, and it just wants one or two more little details. So if we go and insert a new return track down here, insert return track, and basically we want to stack a sort of interesting sort of array of effects onto here. So I usually start with a delay, so we'll go with ping pong delay from Live's built-in effects. Go for that there. So set it to fully wet. And let's go on, yeah, 3/16 sounds like a good length up there. Quite a lot of feedback. And let's just get a sound on the go so we can quickly hear it. Okay, let's just use this little bongo sound to test. So if we stick that all the way up, we've just got just a delay at the moment, which is fine, but not particularly interesting. So then let's throw a reverb on there as well. Let's go into, oops, gone too far there, 2C breeze. And use the mix sort of halfway on the reverb so you can still hear the delay coming through, but it's a bit spacier, so let's get nice and big with that. And keep a bit more bottom end in that. Okay, and then a little bit of something else after that. So let's maybe try something a little bit more quirky now with grain delay. But keep the dry wet. So kind of getting there. There we go, that up an octave sounds good. And you can hear the the sort of repeats going higher and higher in pitch, which gives it a nice bit of interest. Sort of fiddle around with the mix levels on these. That sounds kind of like what we want, and then let's maybe just throw a little modulation effect on the end of that, so maybe a flanger or something like that. We'll go in and use the U one is really good, so U pick F. Yeah, just a nice little bit of that, not too much, but then you can hear that just from a single bongo, just throwing a little bit of that send onto it adds a real interesting bit of effect. So these are coming out a little bit quiet at the moment, so we'll just throw a utility on there. Whoops. Throw a utility on just to give the level a little bit of a boost. And then basically you can just sort of go through the track and find anywhere that needs a little bit of interest added to it, and just throw one of those on. So you know, say our intro's sort of rolling along. So I say this section here before the vocal first drops isn't sounding very interesting, so we've got this bongo sound. You can just sort of add a little flick of that on, automate that on for a bar or a few beats. And just adds a nice little bit of interest to that section, and it works well on all kinds of things. So where's our vocals? There's the main vocal in the break. We've got this weird ring modulated vocal thing going on in the break. But again, let's try just adding like a little flick of that effect on the end there. So if we do that and just draw a little box in. And there you go. You get a real cool little feedback effect. And basically, once you've got that, dropping little sends of it from different channels will get different results all the time and add a nice bit of interest to your track. And obviously, this was just an example of some. This was just an example of some effects that I've used in the past that work, but you can obviously use whatever you want. And the good thing with these as well is if you just select them all, hit Command G or Control G on PC to group, and get this up here, and we'll call that Super Send 1. And then if you just go into your library and drop it into into one of your folders in here, you can so let's drop it into returns here, Super Send 1. And then that's ready to just drag and drop onto a channel when you're working on projects in the future. So a little few minutes work done once, and you can use it again and again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks everybody for watching, commenting, and indeed liking. We really do appreciate all the support we get here on our Sonic Academy YouTube channel. So if you found this video super useful, please, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button. We update the YouTube channel every week with new content. And if you want to watch some more relevant content, just click on the videos beside me.